Question number 6. Determine initial basic feasible solution using northwest corner rule. Given Chennai, Madurai, Trichy as sources, Bangalore, Nasik, Bhopal, Delhi as destinations. The capacity is given here and the demand is mentioned here. The numbers in the cells represent cost per unit transportation. Now we will check the total demand. Adding it all, it is 35 plus 28 plus 32 plus 25. That is 120. Adding all the supply, 30 plus 40 plus 50, that is also 120. When total demand and total supply are equal, we call the transportation problem to be balanced. To proceed with northwest corner rule, let us choose top left, northwest, this box. The number here is 35, here 13. So 30, 35. Minimum is 30. So I will fill 30 here. Cross, this becomes 0. So first row can be hidden. 35 will become 5. 35 minus 30, we will get 5. Now forget the first row, proceed with second and third row. Now the northwest cell is northwest, so 5. Here I have 5, here I have 40. The minimum number is 5, so allocate 5 here. 40 becomes 35 and this 5 becomes 0. Now once I have allocated 5, forget the first column. We are left with these 6 cells only. So we are left with second, third, fourth, Nasik, Bhopal and Delhi. And second and third rows, Madurai and Trichy. Now the northwest is this cell. 28 here, 35 here. So which is less? 28. So substitute 28 here. As we allocate 28, this becomes 0. Here 35 minus 28, that is 7. Now this column also is done. We are left with the last 4 cells. Here again the northwest is this cell, 7, 32, which is less 7. So allocate 7 here. This will become 32 minus 7, that is 25. Now this row is also done. We are left with the last 2 cells. Here again 25, 25, 15. Northwest is this, so I allocate 25 here. This becomes 0. This becomes 25. So 25, 25, it is equal. Allocate in the last cell. As we have allocated and we have done with all the demand and supply, let us write down the allocation. So what all we have allocated? The allocation we give the name Xij. And the cost we call as Cij. Very first one, 1, 1. So it is X11. X11 is 30 and the cost is 6. The next one, 5 we have allocated. So it is Madurai to Bangalore. So I will say second row, first column, X21, that is 5 allocated, cost is 5. The next allocation, Madurai to Nasik. Madurai to Nasik, that is second row, second column, X22, 28, and the cost is 11. The next one, Madurai to Bhopal, that is Madurai to Bhopal, second row, third column, X23, allocation is 7, cost is 9. And the next one, you have Trichy to Bhopal. Trichy to Bhopal. Here we have allocated third row, third column, X33. Allocation 25, cost is 7. And the last one, Trichy to Delhi. Trichy to Delhi. That is third row, fourth column, X34. That is 25 and the cost is 13. Let us multiply. So to find the total cost, this I call unit cost. To find the total, let us multiply. Cij into Xij. 30 into 6, 180. 5 5s are 25. 28 into 11, 308. 7 9s are 63. 25 7s are 175. 25 13s are 325. So we get the total transportation cost is rupees 1076 by northwest corner rule. To do it in the second model, that is, we would like to complete in the same table. 30, 35. I put 30 here, make it 0. We are left with 5. Now the first row is done. Out of the 2 rows, the northwest is here. 5, 40. So allocate 5 here. As I allocate, this becomes 35. Now first column is done. First row is also done. Out of the 6 cells, this is the northwest. So 28 or 35, 28. Allocate 28 here. Cancel. So this becomes 35 minus 28, that is 7. Now second column is also done. Hide it. Already first row done. Now 2 columns done. So we are left with the 4. Northwest is here. 7 or 32, 7. So allocate 7. Cancel. This becomes 25. Now every row is done other than the last 2 cells. 25 is the northwest cell now. So 25 I have to allocate. So this is done. Here I am left with 25. 25 tells me allocate 25 here. Now I have all the entries in the single table. It is easy for me to write it. First row, first column, 30 allocated, 6 cost. Second row, first column, 2 1. 5 allocated, cost is 5. Second row, second column, 2 2. So X22 28, cost is 11. Second row, third column, allocated 7, cost is 9. Third row, third column, 25 allocated, cost is 7. Third row, fourth column, allocated 25, cost is 13. Multiply in each case, find the total, and we get rupees 1076 by northwest corner rule. Question number 10. Determine basic feasible solution using northwest corner rule. Given origins, sinks, demand and supply. Let us find out the total demand. 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. That is 21. Total supply 4 plus 8 plus 9, that is also 21. Since total demand and total supply are equal, we say the transportation problem is a balanced one. To proceed with northwest corner rule, top left. So this is the first column. What should I allocate? 3 here, 4 here. Minimum of 3 and 4, 3. So let me allocate 3. Cancel, this becomes 0. Here, 4 minus 3 gives me 1. Now, first column is done. Hide it. We are left with these 4. 1, 3. Northwest. So, I will allocate 1 here. Cancel, it becomes 0. Here, 3 minus 1 will become 2. Now, this is becoming 0. So, first row, we have to hide it. It is done. Now, we are left with these 2. Here, northwest, I will allocate here. So, 2, 8. Minimum is 2. Allocate 2 here. Cancel, it becomes 0. 8, since we have allocated 2, 8 minus 2 gives me 6. Now this is 0. So hide second column also. Now we are left with these 6 cells alone. Again northwest here, 4 or 6. Minimum number 4. Allocate 4 here. So hide which column also now? Third column, because it has become 0. 6 will become 6 minus 4, that is 2. Now we are left with only these 4 cells. Again northwest is this cell. 2, 5. The minimum is 2. Allocate 2 here. Cancel, this becomes 0. Here, 5 minus 2 gives me 3. Now which row or column to hide? This is 0. So second row also we hide. We are left with only the 2 cells. 3 will be allocated because 3 and 9, minimum number 3, allocate 3 here. Cancel, it becomes 0. Now 9 minus 3 is 6. Finally, we are left with 6 and 6 only. Allocate 6 and so both become 0. Now we have fully completed. Let us write down the allocation. It is a single table. We can write from here. First row, first column. X11 is 3 and the cost is 2. The next allocation 1, 2. X12 is 1. Cost is 11. First row over. Second row, second column. So X22. Second row, second column. X22 allocation is 2. Cost is 4. This is second row, third column. So X23 allocation is 4. Cost is 7. Second row, fourth column. 2, 4. Allocation is 2. Cost is also 2. Now we are in third row, fourth column. X34. Allocation 3. Cost 8. Third row, fifth column. X35. Allocation 6. Cost is 12. Every time, let us check how many allocations are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 allocations are done. How many rows? 3. How many columns? 5. Remember, we put m plus n minus 1 allocations. That is, number of rows 3, number of columns 5 minus 1. 8 minus 1, 7. Check whether we have done 7 allocations. Yes. So it is non-degenerate basic feasible solution. This is not asked, but it is good to learn in every problem. Check whether it is non-degenerate basic feasible solution. Yes, because the number of allocations are exactly 7. Exactly m plus n minus 1. Let us find out the total cost. How do you find the total cost? Multiply. So allocation we call Xij, cost we call Cij. Total cost is Cij into Xij. 3 2s are 6, 11, 8, 28, 4, 24, 72. Find the total. So the total transportation cost is rupees 153 by northwest corner rule. Question number 12. Obtain an initial basic feasible solution by northwest corner rule method. Given 3 rows, 4 columns. What is total demand? 200 plus 225 plus 275 plus 215. We get 915. Total supply 250 plus 300 plus 400, that is also 915. So they are equal. Total demand equals total supply. Tells us the transportation problem is a balanced one. As we start doing, we go to the northwest cell. 200, 215. Minimum is 200. Allocate 200 here. So this becomes 0. Here I have 250 minus 200, that is 15. First column is done. So let us hide the first column. In the remaining cells, northwest, I have 225 and 50. Minimum number 50. Allocate 50 here. Cancel, it becomes 0. Here, 225 minus 50 is 175. First row, as we got 0. Let us hide first row. Now this is northwest. 175 or 300. Minimum is 175. Allocate 175. This becomes 0. Here 300 minus 175 gives us 125. Now second column is done. So let us hide second column. In the remaining 4 cells, this is northwest. 275, 125. We have 125 to be the minimum. Allocate 125 here. So it becomes 0. Here 275 minus 125, that is 115. Now second row is done. Let us hide it. We are just left with 2 cells northwest. 150 or 400, 150. Allocate 150 and cancel this, which becomes 0. 400 minus 150 is 250. 250, 250 the same. Fill it up here. So the problem is done. We can start writing the allocations. How many allocations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 3 rows and 4 columns. So 3 plus 4 minus 1. So allocations, we have 3 plus 4 minus 1. 6 we have. So I will declare this also as non-degenerate basic feasible solution. First row, first column, that is x11. We have 200. Cost is 11. First row, second column, x12. We have 15. Cost is 13. Second row, second column, x22 is 175. Cost is 18. Second row, third column, x23 is 125. Cost is 14. Third row, third column, x33 is 150. Cost is 13. Third row, fourth column, x34 is 250. Cost is 10. Let us multiply and find the total. Total transportation cost is rupees 12,200 using northwest corner rule method.